Hello again. Today I've got an Osmo Pocket Waterproof case. It's not the genuine one from DJI, as you can probably tell with this terrible box. This one's made in China, but I picked it up because it looks good and it doesn't have any ridges on it, so you can turn the camera around and do things like time lapses when it's raining outside, and it's giving you protection for that, and it doesn't get the sides blocking in. So what you get in the case, you get the clear housing, you get a black silicone sleeve that covers over, and then you've got a couple of things to connect it onto a stand. Right, so let's open it up and have a look. Luckily it was protected inside here because the case got badly damaged coming from China. But it doesn't look broken or damaged, which is good. It looks a bit like a microphone. It's so small! I was expecting it to be much bigger than this. Right, so you've got a little plastic tab on here to cover it over so there's no scratches where the screen is. And then you've got this little plastic silicone sleeve that keeps it protected on the top. And as I said, you've got a couple of bits here to connect it to a tripod or something. Right, it's got a clamp housing on the back, so you can mount it in two different ways. So you can back mount the case or you can bottom mount it. And as you can see, it's got the two little buttons inside with a rubber gasket and the connection for this side. Right, I'll take this one off and then we'll have a look, see what we have inside. There we go. Oops, slippery now. Right, so you've got a bottom and a side, which is useful. So you can put it on a tripod or a selfie stick. Nice and shiny, nice and clean inside. And then it's got a gasket on the inside as well, so it's double gasketed. It's got a rubber gasket in there, and it's also got a rubber gasket around the lip. So double protection. And it looks like it's even got a rubber gasket for where the Osmo Pocket slides in as well. So it'd give it triple protection. Although the top camera part is still not waterproof anyway, so if water gets in the top where the lens is, it would still mess it up. Right, tiny little thing. The camera fits snugly inside. I must say this is the best one I've seen. There's no manufacturer on it though, so you just have to look at it for a picture, I suppose. Look online, see if you can find a picture of this one. It doesn't have a manufacturer's name on it. It just says Osmo Pocket Waterproof Housing. Right, so everything works in here. There we go. Looking good. Nice and clear. The lens part that's shining through is very clear. It looks like it's catching slightly. The gimbal's catching slightly if you tilt and turn it at the same time. Yeah, it's definitely got stuck on there. Yeah, definitely. So you have to be careful with this when you're tipping it. I'm tipping it different the way you would if you were recording. So, but yeah, it's stuck on the inside. Oh, there we go. Working again. I think what I'll do this video, and then next week when it's a nice day I'll do a time lapse outside, or maybe when there's a storm. We have some really nice thunderstorms here in Vietnam. Maybe when there's a really nice thunderstorm I'll put it outside and capture the whole storm in time lapse. That sounds like a good idea. I love to watch the storms here. They're very colourful. We have purple lightning and awesome storms. Right, I'm going to do a little test with this before I put this in with the Osmo Pocket. I'm going to put some tissue paper in and just make sure that it's completely waterproof, because I've heard some horror stories where people have bought these cheap housings off the internet and then their camera gets damaged, so I do not want that to happen to me. So let's put some kitchen roll in the top and the bottom and just check that, make sure that no water is going to get inside here, and let's go and put it in the sink. Right, okay, I'm going to give this a good soaking, and then I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes or maybe an hour while I'm finishing up a couple of other videos, and then we'll see if any water got inside. Now obviously I can't go swimming right at this moment, but this will have to suffice. Let's give it a good soaking, because it's supposed to be 60 meters waterproof, and that's quite a depth, so it needs to have a good seal, otherwise it's going to damage the camera. Right, I'm going to soak it for a bit more, and then I'll leave it, as I said, for 30 minutes to an hour, and then we'll come back, see how it got on.
8:01 p.m.
Right, okay, I left it for just over 30 minutes, and let's have a look here. I don't see any water got inside. There is water in the buttons for sure, but I'll check to make sure no water got inside. Alright, so this one is dry. Yep, completely dry. Let's have a look around where these buttons are. No, that one's dry too. Right, excellent. So that's passed the test for dryness. There's no water in there at all. Excellent. Right, let's see. Yep, there's nothing in there at all. Bone dry. Even where the gasket was there. Yep, nothing at all. Excellent. Right, so I'll test it out further. I'll do another video in a few weeks' time. I'm going on a trip next week, so maybe it will go in the pool or the sea while we're there, and I'll let you know how we get on. Have a good day.